Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ask Me Anything show by JVology. I am your host, Krista Inakovsky, and it is my pleasure to be here today and introduce you or reintroduce you or just let you talk with our good friend, Charles Byrd, Mr. JV himself. How's it going today, Charles?
It's going well. Thanks for having me on the show, Krista. I'm happy to be back. Second appearance.
I know you're my only returning guest thus far. Today's a special day for you. It is the launch of a 5-day challenge. And so we wanted to make sure that we have a chance to showcase you to our audience and what you're up to. And we've got lots of fun stuff to cover today. So I'm really looking forward to it. Quick little intro from JVology to make this show official. Here we go. We got to get the wink in. There it is. Awesome. Well, the Ask Me Anything show is featured. We do this at JVology every week. It gives me a chance to showcase our experts that are in the JVology community and really you add value, bring a lot of awesome what's new, what's important to our community and to our listeners, and of course to your audience as well, Charles, about what's going on. And we're both in this world of JVs, which is how we connected and got to be friends and continue to be. And both of our worlds overlap and interconnect all the time, which is really awesome. And that's really the beauty and the power of what joint ventures are. It's building true relationships with people, and you are so amazingly good at it. So good, in fact, you've created a course called the Human Lead Magnet, which is quite brilliant. And I'm excited for you to share with us what that's all about and tell us what you're up to.
Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, the Human Lead Magnet Challenge, it's actually been in the works for a long time. I've wanted to do a challenge since I heard challenges were so cool. And
all the cool people are doing them.
Yeah, you guys have been doing them for a while. And so basically, people frequently approach me asking how I book 2 to 6 joint ventures per week, how I land clients or fill group programs and things like that. And so I really wanted to break it down to its simplest element, which is connecting with people. And so we're kicking off this 5-day Human Lead Magnet Challenge. If you'd like to sign up for the challenge, you can go to j.humanleadmagnet.com and sign up right now. You'll be taken straight to a very fun and interactive Facebook bot, and it will guide you through the process. And we're keeping it very simple. Day 1 of the challenge, I just finished a Facebook Live in the Dependable Revenue group. It's simply connecting with 5 heroes in your world. What is a hero? It's someone who already knows who you are. Maybe they've been a client in the past, or you've done some things together. Or you sat next to each other at a JVology event. I mean, what could be better? And then, a lot of people, perhaps those connections kind of fall by the wayside because our lives are very busy. We have a lot going on. Mm-hmm. So since a lot of us are home, it gives us a great opportunity to kind of reflect on who are some of those people we'd like to re-engage with and connect with and get conversations started with. And that starts with just listing out 5 people. So that's what day 1 of the 5-day challenge is. And it basically progresses through the stages of listing those folks out. Where can you find them? You can find them in Facebook groups, in the JVology group, in just going through your emails or your Facebook Messenger of people you've been interacting with that are in our industry that you have a relationship with, and you want to start moving that forward because connection equals opportunity.
Yes, this certainly does. And on that note, I wanted to do a quick little info to anybody who is watching us live. We have the ability to share this in multiple groups and pages, which we have done. So if you are not already, I want you to click above the video where you see Jay Facette. Click on that. That's going to open up the original broadcasting page where Charles and I are right now. And when you comment there on that page, we'll be able to see it and bring you on the screen with us, your comments, not you. And that way we can be more engaged. So that's, I love that you're talking about starting with the people that you already know, and that those are your heroes, the people that you've met, you have a relationship with. And that's where we all need to begin cultivating those relationships. And we've had this conversation before, but too often people meet and they go to a face-to-face event, or now these online events, and they have an amazing time. And then it's over and they drop the ball on that, building that relationship. So tell us what we can do to keep that engagement going, where you're top of mind. You're not just waiting to have something to sell or pitch someone, but just, how do you keep that relationship going?
Yeah, well, it starts with, writing down the names of the people you want to follow up with and why. So you guys just did an amazing 3-day JVology event with, how many people did you have participating in that?
We ended up with 200 people registering from all around the world. We had
think of all
from all over.
Think of all the connection opportunities there, and I'm quite positive not everyone talked to everyone. So that means there were people in the chat you were messaging with. There are people that you saw talking or sharing things of value. These are people that now they likely know who you are. Maybe you've had some interaction with them. These would be the kind of people you write down on your list of 5 people to reach out to. And by the way, when I was just doing my Facebook Live, which you were on, one of the women in there wrote down 39 names while I was explaining how she could write down 5 names. So like, you can go big if you want, but we wanted to make it very bite-sized and simple so that it's easy to just get started with. Because I remember these thoughts myself, thinking, I would like to reach out to so-and-so, but I'm kind of busy right now. I'll do that tomorrow. And then 6 months go by and you're like, oh.
But it was awkward to go back and be like, oh, remember me from, and then you kind of just like let it fall off because you kind of passed that window, and then it feels a little bit weird.
Yeah, I was reading a book and I loved the way it was described. Events like you and I go to and participate in or run, they kind of have a half-life of connection. So the fresher it is coming out of some type of event or a Zoom call or a virtual event, or in person, the faster you can connect and follow up, like the warmer it is, and it kind of drops in its connection value as time goes on. But now everyone's trapped at home. This is our time that we can start re-engaging those folks, whether they were on the JVology session or maybe you sat next to them at something 6 months ago. Now's the time to be like, hey, I was just thinking about you. We start with just writing down their name. The flow of the 5 days, write down their name. Tomorrow, we're going to go one by one, talking about ways we can provide them value. Third day, we're going to actually start pinging and connecting with these folks to line up calls. And those calls, so many amazing things can happen there. There can be so many positive outcomes, from landing clients to booking joint ventures to creating referral partners, booking stages, getting invited to the JVology Ask Me Anything show with the one and only Krista. I mean, that all comes from a conversation.
It sure does. It sure does. And more than one. I have to say, the thing that lights me up the most about my role at JVology is seeing the players, but the people in our tribe that are so engaged. And it's just so much fun. I mean, I go back and look at the pictures that we have from when we were together in San Diego at the last JVology Summit and live together. And, that's what it's all about. Because the world of entrepreneurship and speaker, author, coach, thought leader can be isolating when it becomes you against just trying to create an audience. But in this community that we have, we really have so much fun together in sharing our journey and gaining from one another's wisdom and experience and niche and specialty that it helps build each one of us. And we really have a great time. The cool thing is that was able to translate online, which I wasn't sure of. And I know you're headed to, you're leading an online event, which we'll talk about in a minute. And that was our biggest concern, was how do we really maintain this level of fun and connection that our group does so well in person and bring that online. And the feedback has just been incredible, that they've loved it. We're going to do it again. So on that note, tell me a little bit about your live event that you have coming up.
Well, we have, let's see, on the 15th of July, and it's actually a grand prize for the 5-day Human Lead Magnet Challenge. We have prizes every day, which I've never done before. It's going to be fun. We're going to do like a little spinning wheel that pulls out someone's name that's been putting in their homework, and they're on the Facebook Lives. But the grand prize is a $10,000 prize to join our next Pure Implementation group program kicking off July 15. And that also includes some bonus programs like my Pure JV course, my Evernote course, and some private consulting with me. So it's certainly going to be worth people participating, and they'll get a lot out of it regardless of simply getting on calls and connecting with people. That's where opportunities come from, because this is where we get to listen at a deep level of what someone's great at, who they serve, what kind of offers do they have, what are they trying to accomplish over the next month or 6 months, that you can be the path to streamline getting them those results. And those could be directly through your products or services, at which point it transitions very smoothly into a sales call, or it could be a JV call, or you could say, you need to talk to so-and-so. She's an amazing copywriter. And just facilitating the path to getting them where they're going faster, and it creates a tidal wave of goodwill.
It really does. And I have participated in your group program and the Evernote course, and they're phenomenal. The people that you pull together are great. The content, the delivery, it's made a big impact in my business. And I mean, even the Evernote part alone has helped me keep so much more organized. And as you say, when you're organized, then productivity increases, and then you have clarity, and you're like buying back time in your day. And so all of those pieces have been really valuable to me. And I hope everyone here gets a chance to take that, look into the course, look into the class. It's really well worth it.
Yeah, well, thank you, and I'm glad you went through it. That was a fun group we had, and we've got a lot more of those in the works. And we're starting with just the 5-day challenge, connecting with 5 people in your world, heroes that know, like, and trust you already, and start moving those conversations forward. You can sign up for the challenge right now by going.
Type it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, it'll be on both Facebook and YouTube. Not the private chat, just do comments if you can find that.
I see it, although I don't have a field for it. But if you're able to type in there, it is j.humanleadmagnet.com.
JAY or the letter J?
JAY. And in this world of social distancing, no. Too much fun. I got a new camera, and it's got a
You're telling me this is right. Otherwise, I'll delete it.
j.humanleadmagnet.com. You got it. Perfect.
Go there.
Very nice.
Okay, you were saying in this world of social distancing.
Oh, I was coming up with an excuse to use my Zoom.
That's awesome.
Building in a joke. But yeah, I've been having fun with, I don't know if it will show up there, but I have the Human Lead Magnet. Oh, it's backwards. It's that way.
What?
It's that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Human Lead Magnet challenge kicking off today. And It's going to be lots of fun. Lots of fun. I tell you, there's amazing people in the group. We've added 400, 450 people, give or take, to the Facebook group just in the last few days. So we've got, hey, thanks,
Hey,
Jeff. I appreciate it. Jeff, I think I have another intro for you too. I mean, when don't I? I guess would be. Jeff is a wizard, by the way. I know this is about the Human Lead Magnet Challenge, but I want to give a shout out to Jeff. He's helped me and my company with our books and projections, coming up with the right numbers to keep an eye on. I actually have a bookkeeping company. Jeff is keeping us focused where we need to be there. And I told Jeff when we first started talking, a lot of us don't love swimming around in the numbers. We want a done-for-you service. Jeff made one.
That's
He's a badass.
CSOproject.com is the place to go.
That's right. So shout out to Jeff. Yeah, well, I'm very excited about the Human Lead Magnet Challenge because people really ask all the time, like, how do you connect with so many people and build relationships? So my goal is to just show you and make it as simple as possible. Well, let's come up with 5 names together. Mm-hmm. And you can pop over to j.humanleadmagnet.com. You're welcome, Jeff. j.humanleadmagnet.com. You'll be taken straight to a lovely, fun, engaging, interactive, and entertaining.
Great. Actually, I did it this morning and I was like, oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. And you'll get the download for the homework. This is where you can put in those 5 names and we work forward for the next 5 days together. Not to mention the people in the community are awesome connections and resources to start with. I mean, we know this because Krista's in the group. So,
there you go.
Evidence right there. That group is called Dependable Revenue. It's a Facebook group, but you'll be invited to that directly when you sign up right now by going to j.humanleadmagnet.com. This challenge is free. And plus you can get free Amazon cards and all kinds of other fun things while you are building your network systematically to grow your business, to get more sales, more joint ventures, referrals, and hang out with cool people like Jay and Krista and Jeff.
Yeah, and I have to say the 5-day challenge format and the way that you've structured this, it's like, just jump in and do it. It gives you one bite-sized piece of something to do each day that's going to progress you along. And even if you look back and go, well, that wasn't rocket science, but why have I not been doing it? And so by getting in the challenge, Charles is there to step you day by day and taking each little step. And you're like, oh, I did it. And then you have something to show for at the end of it. And then that takes you into that next piece of the next level to start working more with Charles. So just, do it. If you ever wanted a lead in your life, if you forgot where they are, if you forgot where they're hanging out, then do the challenge so Charles can remind you or tell you cool ways you haven't thought of in a while and become a human lead magnet, which you clearly are. I mean, you have this gift for every time I've talked to you, you're like, oh, I'm hanging out with this awesome person and this awesome person and this major person. And that hasn't come by chance. It's come by strategy and intention. And you've really made it work for yourself, Charles. And it's very impressive.
Why, thank you. It's the communities I'm very fortunate to be able to spend time with. They were built on one relationship after another. Like, every one of the people that I'm interacting with, I've gone out of my way to connect with them, to provide them value up front. Like, all this challenge is showing you what to do is exactly what I do, and it works insanely well. Jay was kind enough to have me on his show on Friday, and I was pointing out we have 25 partners on board supporting this challenge, and I mentioned that I didn't particularly try to get partners. I'd be on calls with people and I'd say what we're doing and they'd go, hey, can I promote that? And Jay was like, just first, wait a second. That's not usually how it works. Usually people are trying very hard to get partners, and he attributed it to the fact if your goal is to help people and you're doing that all the time, they're there for you. Like, so I just want to show everyone how to do it, because it's really not hard. It's very rewarding to help others, and the goodness comes back in like buckets, lots of it.
Awesome. So just for the fun of it, to kind of change directions a little bit, what is these 100 days of the world changing? What has it been to you? I know you said your life hasn't changed all that much, but even maybe not so much about you specifically, but like what you're seeing in your clients and in your JV partners.
Yeah.
What's your 2 cents on what's happened?
All right. So when the world changed and I wasn't on a plane hanging out with people like you in different cities everywhere, really what happened is, beyond the strange feelings that we've all, started to learn to live with. I'm still not used to seeing masks. I actually just ordered a clear mask. We'll see how that goes. It's a Indiegogo. Anyway, from a business standpoint, all of us, entrepreneurs, experts, authors, coaches, we're in the strongest position ever to grow our businesses. My phone, proverbial phone, started ringing off the hook when the world changed, and I got busier than ever, because considering you can't go out and do things that were very normal several months ago, people need to generate revenue from their homes. So online businesses are amazing. So all of us that have been in this space, we have a massive head start on millions of other people that are coming into our space. I have more private clients right now than I've had. I'm booking JVs basically for a 6-week stretch. I have webinars, 1 to 2 webinars every Tuesday and Thursday. I booked 25 partners for this challenge. Like, the opportunities are bigger than ever.
Yeah.
than ever. And so to be in a position to help streamline people's path to get results faster than ever, it's very rewarding. It's the same position you and Jay are in, because you have proven methodologies that work great. So to be able to say, hey, instead of running face first into a wall, how about you do it this way and you'll get results way easier. So
it feels really good to be in that position. I just want to interrupt real quickly because we've got some more eyeballs. If those of you that are watching right now, if you are maybe watching from Charles' page or my page or one of our shared pages, just click Jay Facette's name right above the video. Open up the original place where we're broadcasting live right now. That way you can ask questions or comments and we can see them and pull them up, just like I'm doing for Jeff right here. He says that he is in. And so I just want to make sure those of you that are watching that you can actually know where to go to comment. So I did just throw that in there.
Yeah, perfect. So I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity to help. And I've also seen so much altruism in this community. It's been massive. Like one of my friends and clients, Tim Francis, we jumped on calls immediately, and his whole goal was to figure out how to help people. Like he was like, I'm going to do these business finance workshops for free, and I'm going to do workout courses every morning like you did, just to help people. Eben Pagan invited me and a bunch of other folks to weekly meetings. We meet every week. It's me, Jay, Eben, Jeff Walker, Stu McLaren, Marie Forleo, Jay Abraham, Sonia Riccati, so many, Marisa Murgatroyd. We meet every week, and the what's that?
Mama Gina.
Yeah, Gina Gavellini. And the whole point of those meetings was to help people. And in fact, a bunch of us are participating in a free summit just to start educating people how to take their businesses online. There's no charge for it. I don't even think there's an opt-in for it. There might be, I don't know, but it's free and it will always be free. And so I've really appreciated how our community has pulled together to raise people up in a time where so many are in very tough shape. Imagine if you did not have the awareness or skill set to work from home for yourself. You'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Absolutely screwed. Hey, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
So it's very empowering to be able to help people, and business is booming. And in fact, I know one of my friends pointed out it may sound insensitive to say business is booming when so many people are hurting, but my view is if you have a pathway to simplify other people's journey, it's a beautiful thing because it empowers them. In fact, I was chatting yesterday with a woman locally who she just got a degree in film. She did an internship at Francis Ford Coppola's studios, gets out of school to no graduation because of COVID, and she's working at Walmart. That's not right. I was like, I want to introduce you to a whole group of people. You can work remotely in your craft. And it's very fun to be able to empower people to take advantage of their skills and grow a real career online. And so it's
really we don't know what we don't know until somebody shows you. And so we're in a position to help people see different ways and different opportunities to take their knowledge, their skills, their experience, and somehow bring it online and use it to create an income for themselves. And until people are aware of this world, they just simply don't know, right? If she's been spending her whole life or her whole, last 4 or more years focusing on film, and when I get out, I'm gonna get hired by a film studio and I'm going to do A, B, and C, then there's no awareness to this. So being able to invite people in just to be around and let their creativity and their mind open up and see what's possible by seeing what other people are doing, it invites new business ideas for individuals to say, there's something I can do. Let me figure out what that is, and be able to learn from those of us that have been doing it for quite some time. And because there's a lot of pieces to it, right?
There are, and just to use her as an example, she's an expert at live streaming. She's an expert at like contracts for movies, location shoots, and we do so much with video. So yeah, it's a very good time to be in this industry. I mean, we were doing wonderfully before, but it's really elevated the value of being able to work location independent and to be able to work with people. My team's all over the globe, other than my brother who's 3 houses down.
Same with me. I mean, I just got back from spending a couple of weeks in Canada to be where the team is, but now I'm back in Florida. Feels like a million miles away, and yet we were all just together a couple of minutes ago before this live stream went, and business as usual. And some people, they're not used to that. And really, I think this ties really directly into your challenge that you're doing right now, Charles. I'll put the link back up. And that is, for many people, they rely on going to the local networking group, to showing up at the coffee shop, to doing, community association groups to get to meet people, and not really knowing what to do now, like without that being possible, or even just choosing. Things are opened up here in Florida, but I'm choosing to stay home and not go out at this time, because I can get the contacts that I need are happening right here, more so than they are at the coffee shop down the street. And so helping people make that pivot. And so jump on this humanleadmagnet.com and join Charles's challenge, so that you can get these ideas and actually take action in how to connect with the people that you want to have leads.
Yeah, because we all have relationships already, many of us in the industry. So ways you can come up with these 5 names, many of you could just come up with them just by thinking about it. But you can also kind of comb through your inbox, see people that you've interacted with. You can look at your Facebook Messenger or your Facebook friends. Look in some of the Facebook or LinkedIn groups you're in for the people who are getting traction. They're providing value, and start liking their posts and connecting. And like, the point is, build a relationship, get it moving forward so you can start providing value. And these conversations always lead to positive outcomes, especially when you do that on purpose. Like you design them to be very positive for everybody involved. Let's see what
Cortina from Summit.
Oh, nice.
One of our mastery members.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So
yeah. So again, this Human Lead Magnet Challenge, it's very simple. We're connecting with 5 people, and over the next coming days, we're going to write down some ways to provide them value. We're going to start pinging them. We're going to, by Friday, we're going to start booking calls, and really give you the opportunity to reconnect with people that they're already in your world, they're in your orbit, and we're going to baby step you through getting those conversations started, and that's where opportunities come from. So I'm really excited to have you guys on board. You can sign up right now at j.humanleadmagnet.com.
all right. Thank you so much, Charles, for sharing with us and helping to be a catalyst for people who are both growing their business online and those who are even new to this online world. Because together we want to help everyone be able to thrive regardless of what's going on in the world. And this is a great way to do that. So always a pleasure to get to hang out with you live on our shows. And Angela saying thanks. Angela's very talented as well. So that's it. Any last parting words for us, Charles?
Well, number one, Krista, thank you so much for having me on the show, and Jay, thanks for having me on Friday. And this
your birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, that was my birthday. That was a very fun day. I got just tidal waves of just kindness from people, including you. I loved your post. Thank you. Yeah, it's very rewarding to just build great relationships. It's one of the most satisfying things that you can do in life. And so if I can demystify it, we'll make it very simple. We move you down the path to getting these conversations started. It's truly how I've made anything happen in my business. My 100% traffic source has been through JVs and referrals, like generating 60, 70,000 leads without paying for any traffic. It's all through wonderful relationships. So I want to show you guys how to do that too. And thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, real quick, Cortina just posted a question I'd love for you to answer. Would you recommend doing this once all your website stuff is in place and your opt-ins and everything is there? Or do we just go ahead, can you get started now?
Oh, you can certainly get started now. I have 2 private clients. They happen to be 2 that are in the Bay Area, which is kind of odd. They're usually all over the world. And one of them, wonderful, fun, amazing woman. And she was very like, I want to have my website look like this. We can't do XYZ till the website looks like that. And I pointed out, believe me, I love a good looking website. I want to redo mine right now. In fact, Matthew's going to help me redo it.
All right.
So I get it, but I pointed out to her, you could do everything you're doing even if you did not have that website. Mm-hmm. It's not a necessary step. It makes us feel good that we have somewhere to send people, or if someone's looking us up, there's something useful there. But I will point out briefly, when I was new to the industry, I'd built my first product. It was a low ticket productivity course. And before it was even sellable, I realized relationships would be the fastest way to get that in front of people. So you can certainly start building relationships now before you have a product ready to go, before your website's up. Ideally, if you already have one, though, it's going to help perpetuate that more. But I'm very good friends to this day with people that were at the very first events I've ever been to, and everyone since. Like very good friends that, yeah, it's a very beautiful thing. So definitely start now, Cortina. You do not have to wait till you have a site up, because all we're talking about here are conversations. You can have those without a website very easily.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Charles. All right, everybody, see you on the challenge, and let's see how we all can become human lead magnets and attract people to us, to our business, in a more connected, authentic, easy way. So looking forward to it, Charles. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks so much, Krista. Pleasure to be here.
See you guys later.